I'm a firm believer that brevity is indeed the soul of wit. Conversely though, I'm certain that 5 years of brotherhood and memories simply cannot be summed up in a single speech. And so with that in mind, I drafted this. I cannot promise much brevity, but I hope to honour the fine gentlemen of Mckenzie 2014 in the way that men are truly honoured, with much meaning, not many words. Good evening, gentlemen of Mckenzie House, Mr. and Mrs. Guthrie, house tutors, and loving parents. Nostalgia, as you probably know, is a profound thing. It is also something that is flying around a lot lately. For every time I was told as a junior that my days here would deplete quickly, I have spent moments reminiscing on the ephemeral period of time that has been our high school career. For me, it's the little things that invoke the most emotion. The sound of a train rushing by at midnight, the faded red of the brick walls, the view from our bell tower. It is, at its most primal level, utterly human to feel regret, to contemplate the what-ifs. We are force-fed the slogan, seize every opportunity. And while it is certainly true, you will always regret something. You'll always wish to go back and explore further and try new things. It is the natural response of preparing to leave a place that has been our home for over a quarter of our lives. It simply means that we have grown in our time here, in precisely the way we were intended to. But deep within us, and superseding nostalgia, we are all deadly frightened of being forgotten. With 118 years of Michaelhouse history behind us, there is too much time and too many events drowning out our desperate desire to be remembered. That's why we have achievement boards and chronicles, why we write our names inside our lockers, why we are so terrified to leave and be forgotten. But in the midst of that, we have come through. We have made our mark, and we will leave here with a legacy in our wake. American writer Saul Bellow once said, "Everybody needs his memories, for they keep the wolf of insignificance from the door." And in that same light, I've come to realize that our significance over 5 years here is not something tangible and superficial like some writing on wood, but rather a collection of shared memories that will forever prevent us from forgetting one another, something infinitely more powerful. With that said, our memories will always hold one essential ingredient: our characters. They are shaped, they are real, and they are bizarre. We begin with Brendan Bergs, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight as he is on golf tour. Berger, Lilybum, you have been a solid and distinct character from day one. Your talents across every sport brought success and pride to our house. It's been an absolute blast singing VH1's 90s hits in falsetto with you. I just hope our tragic dance moves don't follow us to rage. We certainly won't forget your endearing, self-deprecating humour, or your inhuman, high-pitched laugh. Kingsley Corbett, K-Dog, Kings, Demshoosh. I hope you never go bald, because a world without the Corbett comb-over is not good. You've defined yourself as a unique individual and broken the box which many people try and place you in. You're a phenomenal orator and a natural hustler. Never be afraid to defy the mold, and never let that burning flame of confidence, which personifies you, burn out. Patrick Dillon, Patch, our local Bear Grylls. You've always made us proud. You're a canoeing god and a fitness guru. Whatever your achievement, you always wear the house colours proudly on your head. I'll always remember that time we killed and plucked a chicken in the pouring rain on E-Block Survival Camp. Also, our clay shooting trick shot was pretty cool. You're an honest man and a genuine friend like no other. Wherever you go and whomever you meet, they'll be incredibly fortunate to know a man as loyal and warm-hearted as you. Jamie had the grave. Jay. I remember unpacking our trunks on New Boys Day and knowing from the minute I met you that you were fun. Your light-hearted nature and penchant for partying have brought us all many good times and left us with remarkable memories. While I can't claim you as my gym partner like Jono can, I must say that I've grown a tight relationship with you through this year. What with me constantly coming into the showers to complain that the music you were blasting from there kept disrupting my sacred afternoon. You're a solid friend, bud, and I always admire how you go out of your way to make sure everyone enjoys life as they should. Taliwa Nashe Yogan Musendo. Taliwa. You have been the constant since day one, the unwavering character who underpins our Mckenzie culture. I think I can safely say your legs are finished. However, what they lack, your passion and big heart more than compensate for. We'll never forget your Vaseline collection. And your persona is ingrained in my memory forever. Nicholas Richardson. It takes a special kind of guy to maintain a nickname from the first day of E-Block to the last day of A-Block. Moreover, you've made it your own. Through the years I've known you, I've seen you master many trades and develop every conceivable skill, from wall climbing to magic tricks to web development. Never lose your enthusiasm. It makes you who you are. You've come a long way in these 5 years too, from being adored by the likes of Donaldson and Fenn. You now have a girl who adores you from head to toe, knee. Jonathan Smith. Jono. Hasn't. I've known you for long enough that it makes me feel old. You've grown in so many ways since coming here. From music scholar to gym world champion. From Little St. David's boy to a full-grown Michaelhouse man. I have too many memories to even pick one, but there are enough to fill a book. You definitely get the prize for best exchange escapades and for commitment to Tegan for all 30-something years you've been married. But you're a living legend in my mind. Senzo Tembi. Sens. Our C-Block Boyki, you came here as a streeter and brought the crucial Wiz Khalifa's essence to our house. I'm truly honored that you left your bed to be with us here tonight. In all honesty, your humor and light-hearted demeanor have driven us mad and made us laugh in perfect proportion. Angus Usher. Gus. They say you can tell when you found an honest man because he supports Everton unwaveringly. But your commitment to your team is clearly swamped by your commitment to your friends and to your house. Your humility and respectful nature have formed you into a real gentleman, something which allowed you to take on the role of prefect so superbly well. You make me proud to be in Mckenzie with your enthusiasm. I'm really going to miss the tuna pesto wrap smell, the limitless supply of Monty Python anecdotes, and watching ridiculous cartoons with you on YouTube. Dylan van der Westhuizen, you inspire me. Our second C-Block new boy, you seized Michaelhouse and its opportunities by its horns, the musical kind of horns. I will forever admire how you've discovered your passion and purpose in life, and how you pursue it relentlessly. You have a dream, and you work as hard as you can to make it a reality. I know we often give you a hard time for being out the house and for talking about video games we've never even heard of. But your dedication to music and your will to perfect your voice and instruments leave me in awe. I look forward to the postcards from Juilliard. Carl van Kroonen. You're a legend for having an apple peeler that makes spirals. Superficial things aside, you've been a genuine guy from the get-go and have not failed to play your role in the house. Your placid nature and friendliness make you fun to be around and easy to chat with. You're an interesting individual, and I regret not having the time to learn more about you. Your Tanzania influence on the house made us appreciate being able to drive to the supermarket as opposed to flying. And your reserve of moaning material has saved us on many boring nights. Gregory Vogel. Vogel? Woolworths Vogel. Now, you're pretty good at physics. But then you go one step further and you defy physics too. The dorm is barely 4 meters square, but the coffee machine, fridge, George Foreman lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine, and assorted Woolies supplies that fill that space cannot possibly fit. But somehow you make it happen. You also make pretty good food with all those ingredients. You even have artichokes. Wow. Beyond that, Greg, you've been a solid and reliable friend since the start. You've always had my back. And your drive, be it in your intense exercise regime, your strong faith, or your academics, is a great motivator to be proactive. Your cheekiness and ability to invoke my inner child have led to some pretty hilarious times, and your adrenaline junkie spirit allows you to relish each moment in life. Finally, I would like to use this soapbox moment to extend thanks to Mr. Guthrie on behalf of all of us boys. Sir, it's been a good ride. Your generosity and trust in our potential has given us the freedom we needed to make the most of this year. On one final note, I think it will suffice to say that I'll miss you all. We've shared a great thing,